you some good energy.
Just made it all better that quick, Josh.
She gave me all the kisses.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All the kisses.
You're so precious.
Oh, the kisses. Oh. Okay.
Too funny.
She is cute.
Oh, she's sweet. And then she poops.
Don't poop. You can't have none of that. Look, she's just looking like, okay, well.
I got you.
All right, we're ready.
Are you
All
got
right.
your...
Oh no.
Just spray some of my spray some of my
Oh, no,
sunshine.
I have to
spray
get
some.
over
I put her in a good zone. Yeah, I'm like...
Oh no,
Must be
better
something,
hurry.
because I'm done,
Hurry up to
man.
get in here.
Sunflower. Does it make you happy?
Sunflowers will make you happy.
Because I'm already gone, man.
It's brand new, so you gotta pump it a minute. There
I
you
am
go.
gone.
Are we recording?
You know
So
what?
special.
It's ironic you put that rose on because rose is the highest vibration of the oils.
Well, see, the
That-
Lord knew I needed it. Mercury retrograde is happening. That's what's going on. I did forget about that.
Baby, no. Either
All right, here we go. So we already did the intro.
Yes.
We're coming back from the commercial. 3, 2, 1.
Well, we're back with my friend,
Yes.
Angela Harris. Hello, love. How are
Hello,
you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. And Miss Haven.
Yes.
And Haven, introduce us to your buddy.
Her name's Honey.
Honey, look
Honey.
at that face.
How appropriate.
Yes.
Because you deal with honey and bees.
Yep.
So talk to us about the bees. Well, first let's back up. Tell us about Alchemist Haven. When did this come about? How did this
Well,
happen?
I've been a massage therapist close to 16 years, and I love my people. And a lot of them would have issues with certain, they didn't like fragrance, or fragrance cause some allergic reactions. I mean, there was a plethora of things they'd complain about. And I decided to start tailoring fragrances that fit them. And alchemy back in the day was the process of taking objects that were nothing, junk, and turning it into something good. And through things that I've been through in my life in the last few years, I thought, what a great idea to take broken things and make them beautiful. And so, and people also coming to tailor what they want. If you want something that's tobacco and vanilla, you got it. I can make that for you.
Vanillas,
yes.
tobacos, patchouli,
Yeah.
sandalwoods, all the warm scents is me.
Yes, yes. And so I can do that, and all of my containers are sustainable. You bring them back, you fill them back up, and there you go. But
Good for the earth.
the plight for Alchemist Haven was to create a place that you could come, tailor something, and then Haven means safe place, that you're just not going to be judged.
Aw.
Yay! It's a safe place. It's a place to come and make your own thing.
You
I
can
like
hold
that.
her like a baby.
No, and she's in a safe place.
That's right.
With Haven.
Place. So that's got a little bit about Alchemist Haven as far as how she came about, and I've had a lot of people go, "Ooh, you know
That
that
word.
Is
Yeah.
that witchy?"
Witchcraft.
I'm like, no, it's someone who loves Game of Thrones and the Renaissance era. You know, like literally, I love antiquity. I love women's suffrage, and if you look back through history, there have been so many women leaders that have been overlooked.
Yes.
So many women from all different walks of life, all over the world. And when I give out my bags and stuff, they always have a little thing in them about a famous woman, you know, and into present day famous women. So I want to recognize women healers of the past. The very first chemist was recorded way back there, and her name was Taputi. And yeah.
It's just like her spray.
Yeah, just for
Taputi.
Taputi, yes,
I can
for the
dig it.
poopy.
For the
And
Spray for
So,
your poopy.
some of the products I have, it started out with perfume oils, and the main reason perfume oils don't need any preservatives, none. Commercial colognes have a lot of phthalates, formaldehydes, and sulfates in them. They may start out okay in the solution itself, but as they're sprayed, there's a chemical reaction. When oxygen hits most things, there's a chemical reaction. So I love the oil thought. And back in the day, women used oils to clean their skin, moisturize their skin, everything. It wasn't lotions. They were
Right.
unheard of. And it's really gross, a lot of the things people use for perfume. We won't even go into that. So if you thought it probably happened. And then I kind of evolved, and it became the 3-in-1s. And that was for practical purposes, really. It was a hand sanitizer, room freshener, and body spray. And the thought came from, you don't rub Febreze all over your body. So you might as well, okay, so why are we breathing it then? What's the purpose?
Great question.
Exactly.
That's an excellent question.
Yeah, why are we breathing it? Why are we putting things in? And how funny is it that in the commercial industry, they have a product for this, a product for this, a product for this, a product for this, and the only thing is it's for money is the main
That's
drive.
it.
And so my thing, like I said, if I were, people tell me all the time, Angie, your price is too low. It's because I really want to be fair. I really want it to be over the right price so everyone can afford
I like that.
that. And like I said before, if people are doing this for money, they're on a slow boat to China because it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I am shocked. I'm like, dude, how did, I mean, it's crazy. But then you look at the higher end things, and they are, some things are at $50, $75, $100 a bottle, and you're getting less than 30 milliliters.
Yeah.
And you're paying that much for it. So I wanted to put something out there that was affordable and good for you, 100% good for you, the quality, and would last you. These sprays will last. I make solid perfumes that will last, or solid lotion bars. And they have beeswax, and beeswax is kind of my theme. I think it's kind of like Windex on My Big Fat Greek Wedding. It's good for everything.
Duct tape, all that good stuff.
Beeswax.
Everything.
Yes, everything. Beeswax is amazing. The more I read about it, the more I'm fascinated.
Yeah.
And just how honeybees are in general. Honey is antibacterial. Honey is a natural antibiotic, and they used that a lot back in the day as well to put on scrapes and bites and things of that nature. I do a mosquito spray that
I love
Mika
it.
loves. Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
And I do, one of my best sellers so far has been a warrior cream. And I call it warrior because we warrior through life, literally.
You're not
Like,
kidding.
we warrior through life. And it has turmeric butter in it, and aloe butter, and of course beeswax, cinnamon, menthol. It's got camphor. It's got so many of the anti-inflammatory herbs in it. My lip balms are great because they are beeswax and rosehip oil. Rosehip oil is fascinating. I do make honey butters. I started making melts simply because I have 300 containers, and this may be the only season I make them because I have 300 containers. I need to get rid. They're very pretty though, and
Christmas gifts.
Christmas
There you
gifts,
go.
yeah.
Christmas is coming.
And the fun thing about my melts, they aren't petroleum, they are beeswax. So you can actually take them after the fragrance is kind of gone. You can use them on your cuticles, your feet, everything. It's
never heard
beeswax.
of such.
Everything is
everything can
multi-use.
be used.
I
Yes,
absolutely
that's
love
the
it.
point.
Would you dip your finger in your candle at the house and put it on your
You know
skin?
what? That's funny because I've done that before. Because I've had a paraffin before.
Oh sure,
And
it
so,
kinda,
but how much
Considers-
greater would it be to have natural?
So what she's saying is like formaldehydes and
Yeah.
all that crazy stuff.
It's
that
soaked
you-
in before, yeah.
Oh,
Preserve
that's
my
some of the
hands
first
a little
things.
bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
A couple.
I do scrubs and my Aphrodite's Glow, which is a nice facial serum. And then one of the really fun things that started, my friend Marion Gepfert, she does all my designs for me. And she's a genius. So we had one called We Three Kings, which really is a badass sanitizer. Can you say ass on this?
Absolutely, it's a course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's gonna
Ash is in the Bible.
I'm sorry.
Ash is in the Bible.
It's gonna be,
Set it for the puppy.
it's going to be kind of a rosy because I love rosy. Of course, women's suffrage. We're tough.
Yeah.
We can do it. But it's going to be renamed into Badass Sanitizer, and it's kind of got the Rosie the
Okay.
Riveter in a today's touch. She's got a little Alchemist Haven tattoo with a honeybee and a flower. It's so cute, and I think it's gonna turn out really well. But We Three Kings was meant because I feel like that's the best guardian ever. And with Jesus watching over you and the Kings, you're pretty good. And that Jesus and determination, there you go, the 3 in
Jesus
1.
is here somewhere, yeah, right
Yeah.
here. Jesus is
Yeah.
in the building. And
Yes.
determination.
Yes,
Spray some on before you go.
yes, you need it. That's what someone asked me one day. How do you keep going? And there are days I hit walls, like I won't talk about this morning, But
Man.
but yeah, I couldn't do it without.
Yeah.
It's Jesus and determination, 100% of the way.
I get you. So everything that's here now, since we did mention the holidays are coming up, are we going to have gift sets
Yeah,
available or
absolutely.
anything like that?
We're gonna have a lot. The theme for the holidays is gonna be rolling all the way. Rolling all the way.
Roller
And-
balls.
Yes, roller balls, all different fragrances, and I've chosen. I'm gonna have certain ones that are only essential oils, and then certain ones that are fragrance oils because people like everything
True.
different.
True.
And so we're going to have a huge variety, and we're going to have kind of a buffet set up at the market, at Empire Market, to where you can come pick 3 for $20.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Absolutely. And then the week of Christmas, if you buy a rollerball set, you get a free lip balm. So, yeah.
I like that.
And I have body polishes and scrubs as well. Seasonally, a lot of the butters that I do, like for the winter season, I will do Stella and Buck. That's
My
my
fave.
winter.
I like
My
Stella
fave.
Butt.
And my
Dark
pump-
crystal.
Yeah, dark crystal's great. I wish I could make everything a butter to match. It's just too much. Too much. It's just too much.
Yeah.
So I stick with a few at a time, and we're gonna have a vanilla since we're doing the Madagascar vanilla. We're gonna have a vanilla body butter for December, and it's gonna be called Faith Noel because my little sister's name is Faith.
That's
Aw.
cool.
And so
We're going to be looking for a Colbert name
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Or just Melody. I mean, that
Oh my
that goes a
Lord.
long way.
Melody's
Taking
great.
That
away
goes a long
honey.
way.
Yes.
Harmony, something like
Yes. And
that. Lyrics.
Ooh.
I like it.
so
Oh.
then the other
Ebony
gift
ivory.
sets we're gonna have are Aphrodite's Glow, and then the baby sets. The new baby line coming out will have a
line.
wash. We're gonna kind of do them in travel sizes so people can kind of decide if they like them, and then they can special request larger sizes.
I like that.
But I'll have a baby, and all of that in the baby line is essential oil. It's going to be frankincense, sweet orange, and Madagascar vanilla oil.
I love it.
Mhm.
Because you don't
So-
want the baby to be.
No.
Yeah. You don't want to introduce
No.
him to.
No.
Formaldehyde.
Yeah. And the things that are in the
Absolutely.
commercial products.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is good. This is
Yeah.
good. This is a pure.
Yeah. And I have, and most of my products have honey in them, especially like the lotions and things, because honey is so nourishing.
Mhm.
But the soaps, my complexion bar, I absolutely love my complexion bar. Very, very happy with it. It shrinks the pores and it just feels good. Your face feels good and clean.
And then you have a edible.
Yeah, honey
Oh,
butter.
wait, wait.
I mean,
Wait a minute.
when I
Not
say
that kind of
edible-
edible. Wait a minute.
It's a spread.
Let us
it's
rewind.
honey butter.
I mean,
It's
she might
honey
get into
butter.
that later, but not
Yeah.
today.
It's all natural. It's from the earth.
It is from the earth. So on the honey butter, I wanted to do a different flavor honey butter every week for the market, but
Okay.
unfortunately they just really haven't sold as much as I want. But they are a natural. They come in a glass container, which I like. I wish people wouldn't throw glass away. Bring it back. There's actually
I
a
keep
jar.
my glass.
Yes, there's a jar shortage right now because everyone's been canning.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
It must
So-
be canning the coins too.
Yeah, they could
Just
be.
saying.
Yeah. But I would like, my goal is to every week, sell enough that we can do really strange but really cool honey butters, like a basil honey butter. And do
I would eat.
I know.
Yeah.
That'd
There are
be
so
cool.
many
that.
combinations just with herbs.
I would
Just
eat
with
that.
herbs, yeah. I did a lavender
Kind
honey
of
butter.
savory
one time.
type.
Yeah.
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 I like that. It's a good
Mhm.
idea.
This is honey butter.
This is a lot of price. So you can take care of your whole body inside and outside.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Through-
Tell us, because
Because
how
honey-
long have you been...
Massage.
Okay, what's the politically correct? Because I didn't get
Oh,
that.
body worker
Body
or
worker.
massage therapist.
Work that
Yeah.
body.
I can tell the people that drink water.
Mm.
I can tell the people that eat healthier.
Mhm.
And that just move. People that don't move, you can tell. And the one thing I wish my people would do, get a stability ball. Get a stability ball. Because everyone needs a stability ball to lay backwards on, to stretch
have a
those
blue
arms
one.
open.
Oh.
and I tell every client, it's different for every person, but it's the same. We are forward moving creatures, so therefore everything does this. So you gotta back that up. You gotta
Back
back
that
it up. You do.
That was our word of the day.
Back it up. You've
Back
got to back everything up and stretch the front the body's a tape recorder, and you just gotta unwind it.
Okay.
And you can go to that homeostasis that you're looking for.
I learned something new
Big
every
words.
visit
Big
with
words.
her. Every visit.
Big words.
Yeah.
homostasis.
Do you know some of your back pain can come from you using a typewriter or a computer or a keyboard?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you're like this.
like this.
Yep.
Stick with that phone for a while. We're going to
Oh,
be necks
yeah.
are going to be like this. Nobody's going to be able to lift their neck.
One of
straight
my
up.
friends that she typed for 20 years. She is almost, it's sort of the touch on her arms, but we work her arms and all of her neck and back pain goes away.
Wow.
So where the pain is at is not really where it's at. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Blows my mind.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's symptoms
It's like
of something
CSI for the body. That's why I love
Hey.
massage. I couldn't have done it this long if I didn't have to figure stuff out. So,
Like that.
yeah.
Figuring it out. Not just
no, it's not
attacking
just
a symptom
it's
and
not
seeing.
just rubbing. It's like it's
Yeah.
not just. It is actually going after and figuring out. Okay, my neck is killing me. Oh, do you grit your teeth? Because
Yeah.
that's a. There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah. And also shoulder issues can come from a muscle called the opponens pollicus because of how the fascia runs up the arm. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What she said.
The body worker is totally different from your rub and tugs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
totally different.
Yeah.
Because she asked me questions to
Mhm.
find out
Mhm.
the why and everything
Yeah.
I
behind.
try to
Why are
let
you
people
so
rest if
tight
they
right
want
here?
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the deal: if somebody really wants to get to the bottom of it, those first couple sessions are going to be pretty interactive.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty interactive. So,
I
but
know.
yeah, this is all just to benefit people. I think the reason it's not in mainstream, as far as the natural substances, number one, there is a cost involved. I think it's less money.
Mhm.
I think it's less money when you can't get things like petroleum, how petroleum is used to produce all these things that we put on our body.
Yeah.
If people would look at the side effects of petroleum and then, look at the different diseases they have come up with, they would go through everything in their bathroom cabinet and they wouldn't put it on their skin anymore. I mean, things have changed so much for some of my friends that have quit using a lot of different commercial things and switched to the more natural, and they're amazed.
So, what do you get feedback from people who are working to switch to the natural, to the more natural? But man, we sure
I
would
think-
like to have buttercream and brown sugar and those smells. You
And
know,
you can
you
have
recreate
those.
that?
You can have those. You just have to research where you get your oils from, because no matter what, brown sugar is not natural in nature. You're gonna get not the real brown
Yeah.
sugar,
the
but like
scent, people.
the
scent.
scent. But like marshmallow scent. There is no marshmallow. There is a marshmallow, but it's not gonna smell like that, you know.
What?
So
Yeah.
what I've tried to do is look out. I have 3 different companies that I'll order from that I've read through, say, okay, when there's an oxygen, when this chemical hits oxygen, what happens? And it stays the same. It's stable. That's the goal. You've got to get things that are stable when you put it in different solutions. Otherwise, when oxygen hits it, it's all going to change. So that's the difference. And then how dominant, how much alcohol is in something that they use. And perfumers' alcohol smells horrible. That's why doing natural things like with vodka. I mean, vodka was the original perfume. That's how they did in Paris and in
Vodka.
France. That's how they started.
You heard it here on the Colbert Connection.
Well, and
Vodka.
they use vodka. I've heard there's where you can scrub your bot scrub. You can make
Yes.
a scrub, and it's like the best thing for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, because it removes impurities.
Yes.
It removes impurities. So everything in balance
Go
has
get
a
a gallon
purpose.
and get the scrub.
But look who regulates vodka. It's
There you go. It's a
tobacco,
money
firearms.
circle.
It's money.
I know.
That's really
I
all
know.
it is.
It-
And that's not my goal. I am happy to live in my little 1930s cottage forever. Haven wants her own bathroom. We might think about that in the future. But other than that, we're pretty dang happy.
Yeah.
And money is not.
Squish.
She's like, Mom,
Mama,
speak for
I'm
yourself,
ready."
Mom. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is small, but it's like I've tried to tell her, humility is really an important thing, and being thankful for what you have, using what
I
you have.
am thankful.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's true. That's true.
Yeah, being thankful for what you have, but also the purpose is bigger than just what you have. It's helping people. And that's our end game. We want to be able to give people something good. My Rough and Tumble cream that I offer, it has helped cancer patients. It's helping babies with severe diaper rash. Those are all things that are important to me. I will take that over money any day.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I get that.
So
I get
yeah,
that.
and if you just help one, and like with Rejuvenation, which is my business, my massage therapy business, the story of the little girl walking along the beach with her grandfather. There's many different variations, but this was the one that always touched me. And she is frantic, throwing starfish back into the ocean because they had washed up on the beach. And she's like, "Help me!" And she's yelling at people, "Help me!" And the grandpa looks at her and says, "Honey, you can't save them all." But she's like, "I can save one." And she throws it back in the ocean. I made it through that without crying. I can't believe it. I do. I know it does. It gets to me.
Story,
Yeah, because
would
it's
spend
about
1,000
that
years
human
to
side
know.
and taking care of as many. Maybe you can't save everything but maybe you can help just one. And if you do that, there's something behind that.
Yeah.
That's good.
There's a purpose.
Yeah.
There's a purpose.
And happy.
So would you say this is your passion, what you're
100%
doing?
my passion.
What?
Yeah.
We couldn't tell.
Yeah. I'm tired, Melody. Though I get so tired. People are like, "How does she do it?" I'm like, Jesus and determination. But yeah,
Right here,
that
y'all. Right here.
there are some weeks that I totally hit a wall and
Oh, I
I'm
get it.
so tired.
I get it.
But then I get recharged. Like we've got a Halloween's coming, you know,
Yes.
and at Empire, I'm the Mad Hatter and Haven's gonna be Alice.
Yay!
And it's gonna be so fun because we have got some fun things planned.
Well, we're gonna make sure we swing
Yeah,
by there.
it'll be fun.
See what you got going.
Yes, and I get really, I get
Yes.
really excited over stuff. I love dressing up. I almost came tonight as the Mad Hatter. We
Ugh.
almost did.
I think we had
her-
your picture on there.
Yeah,
for
I almost dressed her up because the market has really been fun for me, and it's letting you be who you want to be. I have had a ball there and dressing up everything. And Melody saw me my very first event.
Yes,
You know,
she's like
and-
this magical fairy somebody.
And that was the beginning of how it all started. I wanted to match the events and you know, really, it was just fun. It's a lot of fun, and then bringing out good things to help people.
I like that. So
Yeah.
helping people help themselves.
Yeah,
Because
100%.
you do something good for yourself, you're helping yourself.
Unless you want to wear a head cam around all day.
Well,
so I
you
did.
know.
And
Just
then
depends on
I
how
have
interesting
told
your
some of
life.
my people that before. I'm like, I wish I could put you in a head cam because I don't know what you're doing.
It's like, what in the world?
Yes, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I haven't had experience with one of her items that I didn't like or love. You know, I'm
Yeah.
a warm scent.
Don't
And she's
copy
like,
from me.
I am, and you know, she was like, me. I'm like, yeah, but I can roll with that too, though. And me,
Yeah.
I can roll with that too.
Yeah.
You know, so
She picked out something that totally wasn't warm. She picked out one of my very popular fragrances called The Artist. And
Oh, I love it.
Yes, and
It's
she's
so
in
fruity
love with
and-
the It's a strawberry lemon cabernet.
Mm.
Great.
Like
cabs
mixed
got me with cabs.
everything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it does. It smells great.
Yeah,
And-
I was
I
like,
think I mentioned when I came to you like a couple weeks ago or whatever, and I smelled that, and
You
I was
liked
like,
it.
I think I said,
Yeah,
yes,
you did.
I said, Donita's gonna like this, and we're gonna get
I
her.
think I
off-
already had it.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
it is.
well,
That was the first thing
I-
you bought.
I was like, we're gonna get her off of that certain one that she likes,
Yeah.
and yes,
I had already
I'm
had
glad.
it. Yep.
I'm glad.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
I
that's a thing.
Yeah.
I have a problem. Like, I have to come early when I go for my sessions because I have to look at all the new goodies. It's a thing.
That's what it's about. It's
It's
the
all
whole person.
Yeah.
It's the whole person.
And when you support local, you get the person with the passion
Absolutely.
behind it, and she's gonna tell me about, like you said, the Madagascar vanilla. She's gonna tell me about it, and I'm gonna
Yes.
see it, and I'm gonna smell it, and all those things that you don't get to do that at the mall.
No.
She got to see that in the very raw stages.
Yes, which is very cool because you know, like I don't ever see this part. I just see the lotion, the soap, the whatever.
Yeah.
So it was really
Yeah.
cool to see, like, oh, that's what they put in there, and okay, and you warm it, you know, like, and just
Yeah.
listening to her talk about it, which is cool because you see the passion when she starts talking about it.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Well, and that's a funny thing and really not funny, but it's when you think about how commercialized the industry is and how they market, they will have people believing that vanilla is actually white, and it's not. I mean, you know, it's like, if you've seen a vanilla pod, it's not. It's,
No.
it's not white.
And it stinks.
But when you sell it,
When you-
but when they sell, you know, when
Yeah.
they vanilla ice cream, this, you know, different stuff like that, you're like, well, vanilla lotion. Wow, that turned white. I mean, you know,
yeah,
it's like,
everything that's white most of the time is bleached,
Yeah.
like shea butter that's bleached.
yeah.
And I order most of my stuff from South Africa, so I
Yeah,
get
you getting the
I get the
yes.
organic
Absolutely.
things that are very natural colored.
Yes.
They are not white. And all these, people want, I made a lemon lotion last season that was so popular. And it was and I had a kit that I had ordered to be able to do it. It was when I was just beginning doing these balms, and it came out perfect. I mean, it was beautiful. That product had the most chemicals in it
Wow.
of anything I had done, but people loved it. the
Yes.
most.
The only
They loved it, and it disappointed because people were like, "Where's the other?" And I redid my lemon butter just to have a little bit of it, and I made it thicker and denser because I once again have 300 4-ounce containers I need to use, so I have to. It's that principle, Angie. Don't open the other cereal box. Use what you got.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to use up all these 4-ounce containers, but I thought, well, you know what? Even though I don't have the 8-ounce containers, I can make it a little thicker. I don't think people like it as much.
The only thing that I would
But I made it more natural. I put most of the rosehip oil, and I did a lot more rosehip and more of the shea butter to make it denser, thicker for wintertime.
Yeah. Because I love my shea butter in the winter. I'm like,
Oh,
whoa,
it's
slather it
wonderful.
on.
Yeah.
the only thing that I was mad
Well, this has been very
Because-
interesting.
Oops.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
the only thing that I was mad is because Unicorn Toots isn't
Oh,
there
Unicorn
anymore.
Toots was one of her first. She made that fragrance when we first started. We've got to get a kids one. We're
A
gonna
kids
do it.
line, yeah.
We're gonna
It
do.
was
We're
like-
working on it.
It
A
was like
3-in-1.
so fruity, and like it had like watermelon.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
peach.
Well, what's wrong with that? I
We'll
like
get
it.
your Unicorn Toots going again.
I think you should. I'll get a unicorn toot. Just like
So yeah.
toots rainbows
I
out.
wanted the label to have a unicorn tooting out rainbows.
I can
like
dig it.
I like it.
I can
like
dig
it. It'll
I
come.
dig it.
It'll come.
It'll
It'll probably
happen.
ready by Christmas.
It probably will.
Yep.
There
For
we
parents
go.
to get.
I love
Okay.
it.
I know. Yeah. Get the products, people. Get the products. These are natural products for you and your skin. They're good for you. You don't have to worry about breaking out or, putting poisoning things on your skin.
Because when she was telling us before, the pretty close to edible is what she was shooting for.
She said, don't
pretty
eat
no,
them.
Yes.
but-
Mhm.
If you accidentally ingested it, it would, you don't have to worry about calling the poison control center.
No.
That was
That
her
kind of
goal.
thing,
That
yeah.
was her goal.
And I love that. I
Yeah.
love that
And
because
multifunctional.
yeah,
Use it
yes,
for many different
you can
things.
Skin. You can take a bath with it. You can spray it on for a spritz. You can do your air freshener with
Linens.
it.
Yeah.
Linens just make your whole house smell good.
Mhm.
We're
Yes.
all wearing pink.
And she's got. We are, aren't we?
See?
We got the
pink right
And
here. We got pink
Tell
right here, we
them,
got
tell the
pink
people
right
how they
here.
can get in contact with you besides being at the Joplin Empire Market on Saturdays.
from 10 to 2 on at Joplin Empire Market.
Mhm.
My phone number is 417-529-7436 or aharrislmt@gmail.com or alchemisthaven.com.
You got all of those. Make sure you get a hold of this lady because I'm telling you, you will not regret it.
Not only are her products amazing, but if you have an ache, a pain, or any of those things, I mean, not
Yes.
even an ache, don't even wait till you get an ache or a
Don't
pain.
wait.
Just start the habit.
Regular body maintenance.
Yeah, absolutely. Of getting your body worked.
Yeah, body work.
Body
Body
worked.
worker.
Yes, she's a body worker.
She
Body worker.
massages.
And we like it.
We love it. We absolutely love it.
So thank
These
you.
are
We appreciate
Thank
you joining us. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
little
Thank
Miss
you,
Haven.
Haven.
Can't wait to hear about those unicorn toots.
Mm.
I'll be looking for those come Christmas time.
We will have them.
Yes.
We will have them.
That's it for us for this week.
That's yeah. Next week we have David Durrell.
And he, yeah, like to.
Is it
Yeah.
Unity in the Community? I think is what
Yes.
he's
I
an
give him-
organizer for that
I
for
give
the
him a hard
youth.
time, but he'll come and tell us about that and
Oh,
a
yeah.
whole bunch
Me
of other
too.
stuff.
Me
a whole
too.
bunch of other stuff.
He's
So
always like, Miss Melody, I didn't get a picture with you this time, or we didn't get this. So he is doing wonderful things for the youth in the
Absolutely.
community.
Absolutely.
So we will see you next week, Tuesday, 6 o'clock on the Cobra Connection.
see ya.